Did you ever wonder what it would be like to be a fly? What we flies feel, what we do, what we think. Well, probably not. Why would you? And then, in fairness, most of us don't do a whole lot. And, well, we're also not known to be the smartest animals around. Anyway, take my word for it. Some of us are actually quite interesting specimens. We sometimes have reasonable thoughts and general understandings of the world around us. Well, some of us at least. There's a lot to learn from us and from our problems, which tend to be very relatable for most humans. There are different kinds of flies, you know. I will introduce some of them to you, and each one is going to tell a story from their life. This might be something weird. Maybe something, well, at least a little bit funny, or something to think about. And maybe if you really put your mind to it, you will see that some of the topics we flies talk about are actually almost philosophical. Well, almost. Well, either way, I hope that you will enjoy the short stories and anecdotes that we have prepared for you. And I hope you will see that all of us have our very own problems, dreams, and ambitions. Enjoy your time as a fly.
If you ask me, all flies are the same.
Our lives feel very short, and even small decisions feel like they can have huge impact. Therefore, there is no time to waste. We all live for the moment. We all do the best in any given situation and don't think about tomorrow. We live in the present. We don't wait for things to happen. We don't save our energy for some imaginary event that is unsure to ever happen in the first place. We don't have some kind of elaborate master plan that we secretly follow. We're just flies, flying around, doing whatever we feel like. It is this kind of mindset which allows us to open up new situations. To follow our intuition if an opportunity shows up. And oh boy, it never disappoints. The opportunity always shows up. It's always there. Just close enough to barely reach it and make the best out of it. An opportunity can have the shape of many things. An old fruit bowl that someone left unattended on the kitchen counter, a fresh apple which is rolled under the bed. A small piece of cookie which is hiding on the colorful carpet. Really anything. In the end, it doesn't matter what kind of opportunity it is. All that matters is that you don't let it pass unattended. You might ask how we spot those kind of opportunities. How do we find all the juicy goods that are just waiting for us to be discovered? And the answer is quite simple. We don't. We're just flying around while the opportunity itself is reaching out for us. It is their wish to be discovered. It is their need to have us act in their behalf. It's their smell that reaches our noses. A smell so sweet that no one could withstand it. So delicious it is unquestionably asking to unveil its hidden source. So intense, some might even call it the meaning of life. And imagine what it went through, just for us. It was so brave. It has travailed all the way just to draw our attention to the hidden opportunity beneath. And all it needs from us is to be brave too. Brave enough to take this opportunity. Brave enough to make sure it gets the treatment it deserves. Don't let it pass unattended. live in a scary world. It's filled with mystery, pain, and danger. There's nothing left for us but to hope for the best. We might pray to some god or we cross our wings, but in the end, does that really change our future? There's no way that we can forge our own fortune. There's just too many unknown factors all around us. Who knows what could happen tomorrow or even today already? Who knows what kind of terrible fate lies right behind the next door? I can tell you the answer. No one knows. No one knows anything. We don't know how and why everything began, and we know neither how and when everything is going to end. There's no real question about it, because we simply lack the capability of understanding such a simple answer. The answer that we are trying so hard not to see, but the answer that is so painfully in front of our eyes. The answer that is threatening our short and relentless lives with its plain existence. The answer is no. Nothing more and nothing less. Just plain and simple, no. There's no reason for all of it. There's no system behind any of this. No grand goal of existence, no cause that will justify the means. There's nothing, not even a right answer, not even a real question. I'm just a simple fly, but I ask you, do we really want to know the answer to a question that we're unable to comprehend? Do we really want to know when and how we will be hit by a fly swatter if we don't even understand the concept of a fly swatter? If we can't understand why it's moving, why it's behaving the way it is? Even if we could know that something is going to happen, would we be able to dodge the fly swatter? Or would it simply change its movement pattern in a way we didn't predict? In a way we couldn't predict because we know nothing about the fly swatter. I've been looking at the fly swatter day in and day out, yet its movement remains a mystery to me. And I tell you, In a world like this, filled with uncertainty and unknown dangers, I'm not even sure anymore if the fly swatter is even alive. If the fly swatter is even existing at all. But if it's not existing, and we're still dying, then I ask you, what is killing us? All flies are created equal. I don't remember who said this, but it must have been one hell of a smart fly, even to think about something like this. However, I think the fly was just not right about this. Just think about it. We all are born in different places under different conditions. We don't usually move away from our place of birth. It simply requires too much effort. It takes so much time for our short lives. Too much energy that we could spend flying around, searching for food or doing other useful things. It's simply our nature to accept our living area and other given conditions as part of our lives. But how does that make us equal? Doesn't that mean that there's a bit of an unfair advantage for some and a huge disadvantage for others? Doesn't it mean that we do start from different starting points? If we wanted to know which fly is fast enough to reach the apple first, wouldn't it I once knew a fly who knew a fly named Jeffrey, and he was born in a pantry. I'm not kidding you. He was born in a freaking pantry. Just imagine what that meant for him. He never had to look for food as it was just all around him. Hell, he didn't even know what the words hunger or starvation meant. It was just all there, just given. Just imagine how much more time Jeffrey had to just fly around. How much stronger how much bigger he must have become from all the food. I mean, isn't that literally the dream? Like, what else could you want if you already have everything? Anyway, one day the door to the pantry was opened, and Jeffrey decided to fly outside to check if there maybe was even more food outside. Long story short, Jeffrey was crushed by the fly swatter. Seems like even his big body couldn't handle the wrath of the fly swatter. What a terrible ending for something that could have been the perfect life. Hi there. My name is Jeffrey, and I used to live in a pantry. I know what you think. Wow, a pantry? Really? That's cool! So there's food everywhere? Like, everywhere? And let me tell you, yes. Yes, it is. My life used to be awesome. I mean, I was living in a pantry. What else do I need to mention here? There was food in the pantry, and there was me in the pantry. So there obviously also was a lot of food in me in the pantry. So, one day I met that old fellow from outside. Not from the pantry, and he was really amazed about everything. I haven't seen someone eating like that, but not ever. And then, as he was done eating, he said something about friends and family, and other things I don't really remember anymore, and left the pantry again. Yeah, you heard that right. He left the pantry to meet up with his pathetic friends outside. Like really outside, not in the pantry at all. There was no food there, was no drinks there, was nothing there. So if there was nothing there, why did he leave the pantry? He could have stayed here with me. He could have asked for even more food. There was enough for both of us. He didn't need to go outside. He didn't need to leave the pantry. He didn't need to leave me. And then it hit me. He was lying. After I gave him so much food, that mean old fly was lying straight to my face. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that they have been able to hide this from me for all this time. But it was clear. Not only the old fly has been lying, they have all been lying to me. If there was no food outside, why would he leave the pantry? Why would everyone ever leave the pantry? It is the perfect place to be. It's a goddamn pantry. All of this could only have one possible solution. There actually was food outside, and there must have been a goddamn huge amount of food outside if he left the pantry for it. And I've been inside this pantry for all my life, eating the food in here, when in reality, there was even more food outside of this goddamn prison. I decided that I would not play their game anymore. I would not sit inside of the pantry while all of them are outside eating their food. laughing about me, locked in the pantry, with less food than anyone else. Today will be the day of my return. I will exit the pantry once and for all, and I will use my huge body to force them to show me the hiding point of the food. The door was open. I slowly moved outside, looked left and right. Maybe there was some food waiting for me to be discovered. Today will be the last day that they can trick me. Suddenly, something hard hit me. I could hear my body cracking as it hit the wall with an incredible power. I could feel how all the food splashed out of my belly. I can feel my limbs being crushed one after another. I could see the confused face of the mean old fly right in front of me, acting like he didn't know why I was there. But not with me. You can never trick me again. In all my years of flying around, there is only one thing that I can say with certainty. Happiness does not come to the one who is desperately seeking for it. I imagine myself being a young fly again. Always flying forward with full strength, expecting that happiness is waiting wherever I will be arriving. But what is it that would be waiting for me? Wouldn't I be doing the same things all over again at the point that I will arrive? And isn't the sensation of being able to fly the most amazing thing in itself already? Isn't the fun of dreams the part when you actually dream, and not the part when you wake up? Other flies consider me to be stubborn, and I can't exactly say that they're wrong. However, I would never admit that. In the current situation, there is only one particular example that I can remember. It actually happened quite recently, and it's a great example on how listening to other flies and evaluating their thoughts is sometimes not the worst thing you can do. In that particular example, they told me that I cannot fly into the wooden room. Little did they know what I can do and cannot do. So today I decided to prove them all wrong. It is finally time to explore the wooden room. I hope you are ready. It was at that particular moment that the heat in the sauna started to rise up. It didn't take long until the little fly got exhausted and died a horrible and painful death. Rest in peace, little fly. wonder what happened. Maybe she already forgot about me. Maybe she doesn't even remember me at all. The warning lights have been flashing for a while now. She came back late. Her flights become longer day by day, and she was tired all the time. She didn't want to spend time with me, and I just couldn't feel the passion anymore. She was not the fly she used to be. I knew this would happen eventually. I was prepared. But I never thought it would hurt so much. I thought I would be stronger. And now, all that remains is one lonely fly who is looking back on happier days. There's only me, all by myself, no one else. But even now, I know that this is only a phase. I just have to get through it. Happier days are waiting for me, right? I know there's another flight waiting for me, somewhere. Maybe even a smarter one, a prettier one, a better fit. I just have to be brave enough. I just have to find the energy to look for her. Happiness might be waiting around the next corner already. Other flies sometimes call me naive. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, and I don't think I need to. I've been living here in this very same room for as long as I can think. It's good here. It's a nice place. And there's this small human who brings food into the room every now and then and just leaves it somewhere for me to eat. It's a friendly human, but it also seems to be quite dumb. It's slow, and in most situations, it seems to be kind of helpless. I have this hobby of annoying the little human. I fly around its face until it starts crying and shouting for the big humans. Other flies sometimes tell me that they will catch me one day. I don't think that will ever happen. They're just scared of humans, that's all. Even though the little human seems to be learning things quite fast, and it seems to grow much faster than one would expect, I still don't think it will ever be able to catch me. And the bigger it gets, the more food it needs, which means more food for me. It's entertainment and delicious snacks at the same time. Those have been the last words of Larry, the naive fly, before he was crushed by the hands of Timmy, the small human child. Rest in peace, Larry. I have seen many things in my life, I can tell you that much. I am a captain. My ship? It crossed the 7 oceans. It fought through rough seas, and it will keep fighting as long as I'm here to maneuver it. For sure, there are some things to be aware of if you live such an exciting life as I do. There is danger behind every corner. There is splashing water from the sea that will try to pull you down into the dark depth of the ocean. There are winds that are trying to blow you overboard. There is a cat somewhere around here. A deadly, giant beast, I tell ya. But all of that can't reach me. I am a survivalist. I hide inside of my captain's cabin, the most luxurious and safest place on my ship. I don't have to go out. All I need to do is stay in here and look out of the window to experience all of the adventures others can only dream of. The famous pirate adventures behind the window. This is my life as the most adventurous fly of all times. I still remember the day like it was yesterday. It was the greatest day of my life, maybe even the greatest day of all times. It was cold, and there was white stuff falling from the sky, but it didn't matter, as all windows had been closed and a little fire was burning in the fireplace. The humans spent the whole day cooking and decorating the whole apartment. They made weird noises and seemed to be talking with each other the whole time. Everything was just a little different that day. No worries, no stress, no tears. They even had a tree from outside that they placed in the middle of the room. Humans are weird creatures. I don't think I will ever understand them. They spent a lot of time putting colorful stuff on the tree. It seemed a little like they wanted to put fur on it so that the tree wouldn't feel cold. I don't know how they managed to survive without even understanding that trees can't feel cold. The hours passed by until it finally happened. Suddenly, the humans opened the kitchen door and started bringing in food. So much food. More food than I have ever seen before, and probably more food than I will ever see again. They started to feast on their delicious-looking food. At first, there had been so many of them that I wouldn't dare to eat in front of them. But after a while, and after they kept eating and eating, their movements got slower. They were full and tired, maybe even exhausted from spending the whole day together. One after another, they started falling asleep. They just couldn't keep their eyes open. It was my time, the time of my life. I quickly flew over to the table and started eating. And boy, I tell you, the food was good. I've never eaten anything quite like it. It was that good, I just couldn't stop eating. And there was so much of it. This must have been paradise. I kept eating, and just like the humans, I started to feel full. Tired of eating, exhausted of opening my mouth and shoving food into it. It got so difficult to keep my eyes open, and with my last bit of energy, I flew onto the head of one of the sleeping humans, snuggled into their hair, and finally fell asleep. It was a perfect ending. I once met a fly from another town. It was a strange fellow. I don't know how he managed to fly all the way over here, and I really also don't know where exactly he came from. One day he was just there, sitting on the little muffin and enjoying the sun that fell through the window. I tried talking to him, but he couldn't understand a word I was saying. Do flies from other towns talk different languages? Do they think differently than us? Do they feel and act differently than we do? We sat there for a while, unable to understand each other, and I was not sure what I was supposed to do. Should I chase him away and claim the muffin for myself? After all, it kind of belonged to my area. Or should I just leave him in peace? A lot of time passed, and I was still unsure what to do. He looked at me calmly. He must have felt my confusion, and he slowly moved over to my side and offered me a piece of the muffin he was eating. I suddenly realized that we have not been all that different from each other all along. He was just there, eating, peaceful, probably as confused about the situation as I was. He just wanted to enjoy the day, maybe make a new friend. Maybe he was lost. Maybe he was lonely. I realized that I've been the one acting strange, and it was time to change that. I welcomed him to his new home. I showed him around in the little art classroom that I call home. I showed him where to find more food and where to hide from the humans. And while I'm sure that he didn't understand most of the things I was saying, he did understand the gesture and the kind intentions that I had. He was happy. I could feel this. He was glad that he was welcomed. He knew that he'd made a new friend. So did I. Sometimes I look back at the day I met him. It became so normal to have him around that I wonder why I even had to think twice about the situation. The world is big, and there's enough place for all of us. There's no need to be hostile to each other. I'm glad that he came here, and I'm glad that I was able to learn such a valuable lesson from my new best friend. I hope that he will stay here with me forever.